Hello, everyone. This is Richard once again. You're welcome to our training section this morning, this afternoon, this evening, from wherever you're listening and watching this video from. All right. So these are day 2, and we are actually going to be talking about forex terminologies and the few forex terminologies and all that. So we are going to actually start with lots. All right, we should understand something about lot size. And what is lot? Lot is actually the specific units or amounts that are being traded in forex. Or let's say forex is commonly traded in specific amounts, in specific units. The currency are being traded in specific units. Okay, so that's what lots are. These units can be hundreds of thousands, can be tens of thousands, and all. And a standard lot size in forex trading is actually 100,000 units of currency. So let's say you are applying a standard lot size in a particular trade. It means that you are buying 100,000 units of that particular currency. All right. So you have the mini, you have the micro, and you have the nano, which goes for 10,000, 1,000, and 100 units. All right. Normally, standard is you are buying 100,000 units of that currency. Okay. So standard is giving you 100,000. The mini is giving you 10,000. The micro is giving you 1,000. The nano is giving you 100. Most brokers don't use this nano. I think the nano is usually for cent accounts, or on a standard account is usually the micro, the mini, and the standard. Okay, so some brokers used to show the quantity in lots, while other brokers show just the currency value. Then this is the PIP. The PIP is actually calculated in percentage in points. PIP is percentage in points, or percentage in units, or percentage in value of the movement a currency have made. All right. So it is usually measured in a currency value relative to another, which is just very small percentage of a unit of that currency's value. That's what PIP is. So most of the time, PIP is used to calculate, okay, what is the value I've made in this 100,000 units of currency that I've bought? What is the value? What is the amount that I've actually made using the PIP movement? So to take advantage, you have to in the minute value or in the movement, you need to trade large amounts of that particular currency, so that you can, it's just like your purchasing power. You understand? Let's say the lot is your purchasing power, then the PIP is the movement, the significant profit the currency has made. So you need to buy a larger purchasing power or larger amount of a particular currency for you to have a significant profit or loss. So that is the lot size, and the PIP is actually working hand in hand. Lots is your purchasing power. Then PIP is the significant price movement of that currency, either in profit or loss. So the lot size calculation, let's assume that you actually bought a standard lot size of a particular pair, say the USD JPY, at an exchange of 119.80. All right, so you are doing 0.01, right? Sorry, you are doing 0.01 divided by 119.80 divided by, sorry, times 100,000. which will give you $8.34 per pip. So if you are trading USD JPY at a particular lot size, you understand? Each pip that currency pair moves, when the exchange rate is 119.80, you are making $8.34 per pip. The same illustration goes to Euro USD. The same illustration goes to GBP USD. All right. So you need to understand that a standard lot represents $10 per pip when using Euro USD as a base currency. All right. A mini lot represents $1 per pip when Euro USD is the base, when Euro is the base currency. All right. A micro lot represents 10 cents per pip when Euro is the base currency, and a nano represents 1 cent per pip when Euro is the base currency of USD. So when you are actually trading Euro USD, the standard lot actually represents $10. The mini lot actually represents $1. The micro lot actually represents 10 cents, and the nano lot represents 1 cent. Put that in mind. So now how do you know your pip? Your pip in this scenario is the fourth decimal point. The fourth decimal point. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3, and 4. The 4 decimal places. So in this case, this is the pip. All right. This one here is actually the pip. So traders often use pips to know their profit or loss, and it is actually measured in amount of change in a particular exchange rate of that currency pair. You understand? And it's calculated using the last decimal point, the last fourth decimal point, just like I illustrated to you now. The last decimal point, that is where the pip, how the pip is being calculated. Then, since most of the major currency are 4 decimal places, so the smallest change is the last decimal point, which is equivalent to 1 divided by 100, or 1% on 1 base point. All right. So for a trader to say, I made 40 pips in a trade, it means that that trader actually profited 40 pips. All right. So 40 pips, the actual cash now amount, it's now depending on the value of that currency per pip. So if you are making 40 pips and the lot size you use in Euro USD is standard, which is $10 per pip. Remember, when you have Euro as your base, when you have Euro as your base, you have $10 in standard. So for this person making 40 pips and he's actually trading Euro USD, it means that he has actually made $400 from trading Euro USD for 40 pips. So that is it. So yeah, the examples of Euro USD and Euro JPY, USD JPY per pip value. So the units, you have 10 standard lots, all right? You have mini lots, which is 1, you have micro lots, and you have nano lots. Then in USD JPY, 1 USD equal to 80 JPY. So you have 0.000125 for per unit. So in in that unit, you are now multiplying 0.000125 times the standard lot, which will now give you 12.5. Remember the pip value 1, 2, let me use this. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the pip value actually starts from this. So you are in the standard lot. This is what it means. 12.5. Mini lot, you have 1.5. Micro lot, you have 0.125. And nano lot, you have 0.0125. All right. So these are stuff you need to keep in mind. Then you may have a different conversion. Sometimes brokers have different conversion rates according to their lot size. So it's left for you to find their conversion rate and you calculate it so that you actually know your pip value. So like we said earlier, as a currency has its own relative value in the Euro USD. Remember, one standard is equal to $10. All right. So in USD here, for explanation purposes, we'll say 1 euro is equal to 1 USD at 1.2500, which is 1 euro divided by 1.2500, 2500 USD. So example, let's say USD card equal to 1.0200. So you have 1 USD equals 1.0200. Now this is what you do. The pip value, all right, 0.1234 of card, which is 0.0001 of card times 1 USD divided by 1.0200 of card. This will actually give you 0.00009804 per unit once you are trading USD card. All right. Once you are trading USD card, this is what is the pip value is per pip as against the price of this exchange rate, which is 1.0200. Okay. So using that example, if we traded 10,000 units of USD card, all right, remember the pip value per pip value, 1 pip in USD card is giving you this. 1 pip in USD card is giving you this. All right, and we are actually trading 10,000 units of it. So exchange rate will be approximately 0.98 USD in a change in position. That is 10,000 units times the pip volume. So we say approximately because the exchange rate, because as the exchange rate changes, so does the pip value move. All right. So as the exchange rate, remember 1.0200 is changing, right? The pip value is also changing. And remember, you are trading 10,000 units, which is the mini. 10,000 units is the mini lot size. Remember, standard is 100,000. Okay. So standard is 100,000. So example 2, you have the GBP JPY at exchange rate of 123.00. So you calculate 1 pip change in value of the GBP JPY will be equal to 1 pip move of 0.1 of JPY. So the value change in counter currency. This time, the value change in counter currency times the exchange rate ratio equals to P value. Value change in counter currency, which is the counter currency, JPY. This is GBP, the base. So the counter is the JPY. Is here's another example using the currency pair with GBP JPY as the counter currency. So you need to notice that this JPY only goes to 2 decimal place to measure 1 pip change in value. So most of other currencies have 4. So but JPY has 2, which will now do 0.01, which is 2. So in calculation, you do the value change in counter currency times the exchange rate ratio, which will now give you the pip value in terms of the base currency. Okay, so we have 0.01 JPY times 1 GBP divided by 123, which is this 123.00 JPY. So this is the exchange, this is the pip value of GBP per pip. So if we are trading 10,000 units of it, if you change the pip and approximate it to a kind of whole number or stuff like that, you will get 0.813 instead of having 0.0000813. Remember, we did 10,000 units of GBP JPY times this, which is per pip value of GBP JPY, to actually arrive to 0.813. So that is how you can actually find your pip value. So the final question is, when you are figuring out your pip value or position, what you need to do is, what you need to ask yourself, what is the pip value in terms of my trading account? All right. After all, you know, everybody is trading from a global market. So I might have my account in USD, another person will have his account in GBP, another person will have his account in Naira. So it is this pip value is translated. Once you get the pip value, you will now translate it to your currency. All right, the currency that is your trading account. So it means that the pip value will have to be translated to whatever currency your account is being traded in. So if the pip value currency is same currency as the base in the exchange rate quote, which is using GBP JPY as above, like we have explained earlier, you have 0. Remember, 10,000 units times 0.0000813 to give us 0.81. So we now calculate what is our exchange rate. We now calculate this pip value. We now calculate it to the exchange pip value, to the pip value of USD by using GBP USD at 1.5590 as our exchange rate. So 813 GBP per pip divided by 1 GBP divided by 1.5590 USD. So what would it give us? It will give us 1.2674 USD per pip move. So this is what it will be in USD per pip move. So for every 0.1 pip move, in GBP JPY, the value of 10,000 units, as the position is changing, you are making approximately 1.27 USD. Is very simple. All right. So if you are converting now, you will now convert it to the base currency of that of the account you are trading. That is the found peak value by conversion exchange rate ratio. So these are most of the things on how you would be able to get your peak value. Until then, I wish you good luck and happy trading.